Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all my dear pupils to our new English lesson today. Today we are going to study Unit 2, Lesson 6. Okay, so I want you to prepare your workbook beside you as you are going to write in it and answer the questions. I want you to open your workbook page 12. Open your workbook page 12. Let's see the first question. The first question says, read the following pairs of sentences. Explain the meaning of the words in italics. You may consult the glossary or a dictionary. The first two sentences we have letter A. The first one says, the bank is closed today. The next one says, she walks along the bank every morning. What is the meaning of bank in each sentence? Here we have the word bank, and here also we have the word bank. What's the meaning? Yeah, I'll let you think about it and see the next two sentences. Letter B says, bears are wild. The next one says, she can't bear this situation anymore. And we have to wear this with the same letters, bear and bear. What is the meaning of bear in each sentence? Let's see رقم C. Put the vase on the table. Put the vase on the table. Here we have the word table. The next sentence says, this table has an interesting information on the economy. We have the word table here and here. Letter D says, she went to the ophthalmologist because her pupil was enlarged. Yeah. The next one says, pupils are supposed to be neat when they come to school. What's the difference between the two words pupil here? Let's see the next slide. Let's answer these questions. Letter A. The bank is closed today. What's the name of the bank? Yeah, excellent. The bank here, it is a financial establishment that invests money. Yeah, you can deposit by customer. Yeah, you are customers and you deposit your money, then it is the bank that you all know. What about the next sentence? She walks along the bank every morning. What is the bank that you can walk along? Yeah, it's the bank of a river. It's the land alongst a river. Let's see letter B. Bears are wild. Bears, yeah, you all know this word. It is the animal. It's a large wild animal with thick fur and short tail. This is the bear. She can't bear this situation anymore. What's the meaning of bear here? Yeah, if something is difficult and you can bear it, it means to endure, to put up with. Yeah, you can bear this situation. What about the word table? Put the vase on the table. Yeah, table here, it's a piece of furniture at which means are often eaten. And when we say this table has interesting information on the economy, yeah, this word table here means a set of facts or figures displayed in columns and rows. Yeah, when you make a table for your study, when you make a table uh, for the subject is, yeah, school table. She went to the ophthalmologist. Yeah, because her pupil was enlarged. What's the pupil here? Yeah, it's the dark circle at the center of the eye. The dark circle at your eye, it is called pupil. Pupils are supposed to be neat when they come to school. Yeah, pupils and the school, of course, we mean students. Okay, my dear pupils, this is the first question with us today. Now, let's go to question number 2. Here we have some words. and we studied these words before. We want to refer to the glossary or dictionary to find the meaning of the words and write one sentence, using each. The first word is get together. What's the get together? Yeah, we studied it before. The word get together, it means an informal gathering or meeting. When you gather with your family on Fridays or Thursdays, it's a get together. Yeah. What's the what is the meaning of the next word? Close knit. Close knit. Close knit means bound by a close relationship. We have a good close knit in our family. Milestone. Milestone. Yeah, of course, you know that milestone is a significant point of development, an important event in your life. Milestone. Breathing space. Breathing space. What's the breathing space? Yeah, when you come from a long journey, you need a breathing space to relax. It's an opportunity to relax and decide what to do next. Breathing space. Interior. Interior. Interior, it means something inside, especially of a house or a building. Yeah. Interior. Well deserved. Well deserved. Yeah, it's extremely worth of something. If you buy, for example, a new mobile, it costs you about 100 KD. It's very good mobile. Yeah, we say it will deserve it, the money. It will deserve it, the money. Now, let's go to question number 3. Here, we want to match the following sentences with their functions. Of course, you know the situations in the exam or the functions. Here we have a reply. What does it express? Match the following sentences with their function. For example, when you say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm already engaged in another activity. What does it express? Does it express asking for information? Huh? Or pending, not yet decided? Or rejecting politely? Or inviting or accepting? Yeah, let's see. Let's check your answers. Oh, I'm sorry. I am already engaged in another activity. What does it express? Huh? Yeah, it's number 3. It expresses rejecting politely. What about the next one? When you say, thanks, I'd love to. What does it express? Excellent. It expresses accepting something, accepting invitation or anything other. When you say, I am already going shopping, but I'll check if I can go earlier. Uh, what does it express? Yeah, it's number 2, pending, not yet decided. Yeah, you haven't decided yet whether to go or not. Then you say, I am already going shopping, but I'll check if I can go earlier. Let's see the next exercise. Exercise number 4. Here we want to complete this dialogue with these sentences. We have a table, yeah, and we have different expressions of sentences or words. Yeah, we want to use one of these words to fill in these gaps. The dialogue is between A and B. Let's see the first one. When someone says to her friend, hello, Fatima. Yeah, what will she ask about? Yeah, hello, Fatima. She asks the question. Her friend says, hi, Nora. I am fine, thank you. I'm fine, thanks. Then, what did she ask her? Yeah, of course, she asked her, how are you? Yeah, then the first gap we were right. How are you? What about the next? Yeah. She will answer, "Hi, Nora, I am fine, thank you." She will ask about her health, example, or she may say, "And you, and you." She asks about her health. Also, she says, "And you." Let's see number two. A says, "Great." She says the question or sentence. "It's going to be next weekend." That sounds brilliant. And asks question. Then, what did he say? He said, "Great. The reason I am calling is to invite you to a celebration. It's going to be next weekend." Yeah. And what will you answer? If someone invites you to a celebration, you will say, "That sounds brilliant. What are we celebrating? Are we celebrating graduation, birthday, or what are we celebrating?" The third one, A says something, B says, "Wow, that's great." Space, "I can't wait." And what will he say? Yeah, he will say, "My sister is going to be married." He will answer, "Wow, that's great. Huh? I'll definitely come. I can't wait." Yeah, let's see the fourth one and the last one in our question. A says, "Good." Space, "Yeah, see you then." And what will he say? "Good. See you next weekend." He will say, "Yeah, see you then." Here we finish the workbook page 12. Open your workbook page 13. We have three questions. Question number 5 says, work out the order in which these pairs of actions happen. Then write sentences using the words or phrases in italics and verbs in the simple past or past perfect. You may need to change people's names to pronouns. Yeah. Then we will read sentence, yeah, and change it into past simple or past perfect. Let's see the first one. The first one says, Walid's father lent Walid his car. Walid passed his driving test. We want to use the word after. Yeah, use the word after here. Then what is the first action and what is the second action? As we studied before, the first action will be in the past perfect. The next or the later action will be in the past simple. It will be after Walid had passed. After Walid had passed his driving test, his father lent him his car. Yeah. Then we use after. After that, we use the past perfect. Then we use the past simple tense. The word before. The family finished preparing the food for the party. The guests started arriving. Then the first action is, yeah, finishing preparing the food. And the next action is starting arriving. Let's use the word before here. Yeah. The family had finished preparing the food for the party before the guests started arriving. Then we use before. Uh, After it, we use the past simple, and before it, we use the past perfect tense. Let's see, letter C. The tourists went on a guided tour of the city. The tourists got off their coach in the city center. We want to use as soon as. Who can use it? Of course, you all are clever students and can do it. As soon as the tourists had got off their coach in the city center, they went on, yeah, and you'll complete They went on a guided tour of the city. Okay. As soon as the tourists had got off their coach in the city center, they went on a guided tour of the city. Let's see letter D. We want to use after. The businessman checked in at the airport. The businessman had breakfast. Then, which is the first action? Yeah, of course, he will check the his sport and then he will have his breakfast. After the businessman had checked in at the airport, he had breakfast. Okay, then with after, then the past perfect, and the next sentence will be in the past simple tense. Here we want to use when. The audience asked the questions. The lecturer finished speaking. Or they will ask a question after he finished speaking. The audience asked the questions when the lecturer had finished speaking. Yeah, the audience asked their questions when the lecturer had finished. Letter F. Yeah, the cousins arrived at the stadium at 11 a.m. The volleyball tournament started at 12 p.m. Then it started before they come. Then we will say the cousins had arrived at the stadium at 11 a.m. before the volleyball tournament started at 12 p.m. Then the first action, we use the past perfect, had arrived. The next action, we use the past simple, started. Now, let's go to question number 6. We want to match the sentences beginnings with their endings. Yeah, we have 5 sentences. They are divided into 2 parts. We want to match the first part with the second part. The first sentence says, as soon as the sun had set. Yeah, what happened? As soon as the sun had set, choose one of the next parts on your workbook from 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Yeah, we will choose number 5. As soon as the sun had set, the temperature dropped dramatically. Yeah, then we will match letter A with number 4. What about letter B? The tornado had destroyed most of the town. Which one will we choose? Yeah, we will choose number 1. Before it was evacuated. Yeah, the tornado had destroyed before it was evacuated. Let's see letter C. By the time Khalid got home. By the time Khalid got home, what happened before that? Yeah, the documentary had already started. Then we will match letter C with number 5. What about letter D? I had visited Kuwait City before. Ah, I had visited Kuwait City before, but somehow I still got lost. If I had visited before, then I say I still got lost. The last one with us in this question. I could tell the festival had begun because. I could tell the festival had begun because, yeah, because the streets were decorated with flags and banners. Okay, my dear pupils. Now let's go to the last question in our lesson today, and question number 7. We want to put the verbs between brackets in the right tense. We will use the right tense, maybe the past simple or past perfect tense. Yeah, let's start. The first sentence says, every time somebody discusses holidays, they, reminisce about their summer abroad. Which sentence will we use? Yeah, let's see your answers. Every time somebody discusses holidays, they, yeah, it will be in the present simple tense. They reminisce about their summers abroad. What about the next one? We want to use the verb capture. The photographer certainly captured the mood of the celebration last night. Last night, yes, it will be in the past simple. Captured, captured. What about C? He held the baby when it started crying. Yeah, when it started crying. And hold, yeah, it is the past continuous tense. He was holding the baby when it started crying. Letter D. The ball just touched the net. Just touch the net. Yeah, I think you know we use the word just when we are talking about the past actions. Then we'll say the ball just touched the net. Just touched the net. Why you not swap this jacket for that one? This one is better. Swap. Yeah. Then why don't you swap this jacket for that one? We know that the word swap means change. I know, I space my exam when the teacher smiled at me. Then we will say, I know I had passed. I know I had passed my exam when the teacher smiled at me. What was the last two sentences with us today? I not see my uncle since last year. Since last year. Ah, yeah, we will use present perfect tense. I haven't seen my uncle since last year. The last sentence says he meet us at the airport at 9 a.m. He, yes, he will meet us at the airport at 9 a.m. Okay, my dear viewers, now I'd like to thank you all for paying attention with me. Goodbye for now, and may God bless you all.